Hello, YouTubers. How you doing this morning? Or I guess whatever time you're watching. It might be nighttime for you. But what I was wondering is, what are some of the problems that racism has caused in this country that you don't see in a lot of other countries? Well, for one, I noticed this, is that in this country, it's, how am I trying to say this? If you like something and someone else don't like it, then they don't like you because you like something they don't like. And that was, I believe that was spawned from racism, because a person in this country isn't proud to be black without being considered racist, or proud to be white, or proud to be Asian or Hispanic. You can be proud to be who you are, but it's not an excuse to hate somebody else for being who they are. And I ain't just saying skin color, but I'm just talking about, like, if you're a Christian, you can be proud to be a Christian, and that doesn't mean you have to hate atheists. You can be proud to be an atheist. Doesn't mean you have to hate Christians. You can be proud to be rich. You can be proud to be poor. Some people enjoy being poor. You can be proud to be a hard worker. You ever notice you have a job and there's one guy, he just works a little too hard, and everyone else isn't? I guess they think he's making them look bad, so they pick on the guy working hard, because the majority of people at a job usually aren't working that hard. And it's like that with anything. If you have something and you're proud of who you are, you shouldn't hate on the person who has it or don't have it. But that's what's happened. And I believe that's from racism. You don't see that really anywhere else. A lot of other countries, people can be proud to be who they are and just still love everybody else, and let everybody else be proud of who they are. I'm not against black power. Black people should be proud to be who they are. They should feel beautiful and empowered and love themselves, because you can't love others if you don't love yourself. That's a fact. All right. So if you're going around trying to teach people to hate themselves because of who they are, something about them they can't even change, that's ridiculous. You should help people to love themselves, encourage people, and inspire people, and say, hey, you know what? You're who God made you to be for a reason. Use that. What do you think about most of the time? That's who you are. So live that out. Don't have thoughts, like, let's say you daydream all day. You lay in bed at night, and every time you lay in bed at night, all you dream of is fighting. Maybe you should be in UFC. Maybe you should be a fighter. But if you're laying in bed at night and dreaming of fighting and all these fighting moves and this and that and the other, and you're really good at it, and you actually have been in a lot of fights, and you've been good and you won, but then you're working at, like, McDonald's, you're not living out who you really are on the inside. You know who you are because it's the thoughts that just won't go away. Obviously, if they're really bad thoughts, don't live that out. You need to go through some psychological counseling and fix your thoughts, whatever they may be. Don't go out, rob a bank or nothing. Like, I think about robbing a bank every day. I think I'm gonna have to go and do it because this guy said so. No. If you have bad thoughts and they're bad, that's the thing about being you, is that you should know. The number one thing you should know is the difference between good and evil. There is no such thing as anything else except good and evil. There's really no in between. You know what I mean? Nobody is 100% good. Nobody is 100% evil. But you can be mostly good instead of mostly evil. Because I've seen people who I thought were bad, very bad people, do some good. I've seen people who I thought were really good people let me down and do some bad. But I think that's probably, I'm not Asian, and I don't know a whole lot about Buddhism, which I know a lot of Asians practice that. I know there's Asian Christians. I'm not trying to say anything racist. I know it's easy to take my words and twist them any way you want. I'm just saying that, maybe I should have just said that. I'm not Buddhist or Taoist or whatever. The yin yang, I don't know what it means, but to me it seems like it means, you got the black and the white, a little bit of the white and the black, a little bit of black and the white, and they're swirling around, and it's good and evil, there's a little in each, but I believe there is pure goodness in the world, and there is pure evil in the world, but I think that is a certain kind of energy and spirit. I don't believe that obviously Jesus was pure, he was holy, and there is supposed to be an Antichrist who is supposed to be pure evil. But as far as just us, everyday, day-to-day people, anyone is capable of anything. So don't get your expectations of people up too high, but don't let them get too low either. Just try to have no expectations. Just treat people good. I mean, you got an agenda. You want to see the world shaped this way. You want to see the world shaped that way. Here's the thing about agendas is most of the time, no matter how you want to see the world, you ain't going to be alive to see it change. You could put some things in effect, like a butterfly effect. A lot of times when we do that, we don't even see the results of that. Not always, but let's say you wanted, for some reason, you were super racist and you wanted to see everybody in the whole country to be black. Everyone was black, no white people. You killed all us white people off. Good for you. That would be so far in the future, you wouldn't even be alive to see it. Especially, I believe, law of attraction mixed with Christianity. I believe in that, and mostly Christianity. What's in the Bible. I just take law of attraction and say that's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. And then that's what helps me to. I'm like, there's scientific proof for what it says in the Bible. That's basically how I rationalize my faith. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of things in the Bible that make me think there's a pretty good chance there's reincarnation. If that's the case, what if? Imagine this. What if you were reincarnated, if you're black, if you're reincarnated as a white person, right at the turn of the point where the last few white people were left in the country, and it's because of something you got started 200 years before. That sounds like karma, right? You get started, let's slaughter all white people. You start that like Hitler, what I'm saying? And God lives outside of time. You got to think about that, and that's why I think Jesus says, "Whatever you've done to least of my brethren, you do unto me." Because I don't think we're just reincarnated. We're reincarnated into each other. Like I could die and then be born 30, 40 years in the past, and I might be you watching the video, just in a different life, living a different life. Or I'm 200 years in the past, or 200 years in the future. God lives outside time, and if God's in us, our spirit can live outside of time. And I believe we keep living each other's lives. Just I'll live my life. Next time I might be Bruce Willis, or I might be a freaking some guy on the street. The guy on the street I didn't give money to. I might be that guy. And when I was helping him, I would have been helping myself in a different life. You kind of get where I'm going with this? So really, how you're treating other people is really you treating yourself like that, but just in a different life. So, later on when you die and you're reborn, now you're going to be that guy that you punched for no reason. That's going to be you getting punched by another guy for no reason. And you're going to get to live and experience both sides of the spectrum. You know what I mean? And I think how it's decided who you become after you die and who you're reborn depends on what you do in this life. If you're going around and treating people really badly, you're probably going to wind up being the person you treated the worst, and getting to experience your doings to that person from their perspective, literally walking in their shoes. I know it's probably not a new concept, or maybe it is, I don't know, but that's what I believe. And that belief in and of itself, other than stuff I believe that's in the Bible, it helps me to treat people like they're me, a different version of me, an extension of me. And I don't want to treat anybody bad. I have, but I'm just constantly growing and evolving and changing, and I want to be a positive change in the world for good. I don't care. I know I'm going to have people probably, comment and stuff I don't like on my videos. Some people might comment stuff I do like. Some people might add to some of the things I'm saying and say, "Hey, you're really onto something. Check out this article," and I'll go there and read it, and it'll expand my mind even more. And that's what we should do. We should be helping each other grow and change and become who we want to be. I want you to succeed. Everyone's always focused on wanting themselves to succeed. I want to see other people succeed. I help, I give, I do what I can, I sacrifice. And when they fail, and I see them fail, I'm like, I did everything I can to help them. So I know if they fail, it's not me who caused them to stumble and fall. They failed because they give up. Don't ever give up, and you will succeed. One of my favorite quotes is, God, I'm stuttering, really? One of my favorite quotes is, follow one course till successful. And I actually did that, and it worked. So I'm still trying to apply that to my life. Just follow one course, set your mind on a goal, and keep following that course, that path, until you're successful. And you will be, eventually. Just don't settle for the first thing that comes along, and you'll see. You'll be happy. You can continually be happy and grow and be happy. All right. You guys have a good day.